Hello folks, it's been a while since I've made any kind of video, and you know, I was thinking I had to clean up this kitchen, and I'm like, I'm not cleaning up anything, you know. This is just my, house the way it is, so screw it. Anyway, I got nothing good to eat, right? So I figured I would make some homemade soup. When I was growing up, my mom used to make it. So there's actually no exact rhyme or reason to it. You can make it with different ways, but I just remember that. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to put some bouillon cubes in. These are chicken, and I was going to say I'm going to put 5, but there's only 2 in here. So I get a whopping 2 bouillon cubes, and this is the part I hate the most because you're trying to get that little foil wrapper off. So I got the wrapper off, and I'm gonna put these 2 down in the Instant Pot, my good old companion. This is what I cook everything in, pretty much. And then we're gonna take 2 cups of water. If you don't put any water in it, then it won't be soup, it'll just be a pile of vegetables. So this is purified water. I do not use sink water for cooking. This is these are blueberries I use for a snack. See, I can't go 5 full minutes without eating a snack, so I have to keep snacks within hand's reach. I love these blueberries. They're frozen. And I make a pie sometimes. I put blueberries in it. Okay. The first thing we're going to add is some black-eyed peas. These are my favorite. These are my favorite thing in the soup. So I'm going to put a whole bag in there of the Pick Sweet black-eyed peas. You can use store brand. Must be cooked thoroughly. That's what I find strange. Like, why is it saying that? So I'm going to put 1.5 in there because I do actually like peas. I don't understand people who don't like peas. Some butter beans. Okay. These are really good. Now this is a half a bag. I made soup the other day, so I'm going to put half a bag in there. When you're trying to decide between butter beans and peas and you can't make up your mind, you can just buy butter peas. So I've never tried butter peas, but we're going to add some in there and just see how it comes out. That's what they look like. So we're just going to add, well, may as well go ahead and add half the bag. And then we're going to add some onions. These are diced onions right here. Like a half bag. I mean, I'm really piling it on in here. I don't think you can see that from there. Corn. Don't put too much corn in it. It'll really overpower it. So I'm gonna just put a 1/4 of a bag there, not even a half a bag. Vegetable soup mix has assorted vegetables in it. This I'll put the whole bag in there. I'm gonna wind up filling up this entire Instant Pot before it's all over with. A lot of stuff. Okay, I'm not even done yet. Okay. All right, that's enough. That's enough. That's enough. These people don't want to hear you. Where was I? I was getting a blueberry. Okay, so I got all the ingredients in there that is frozen vegetables. You can also use canned vegetables. I try not to because I don't know what's kind of leaching out of the can, you know what I mean? In the case of tomatoes, stewed tomatoes, I have to use canned because they don't sell these frozen. So I'm gonna put, oh, that looks so good. I'm gonna put 2 cans of that in there. Look at that. Stewed tomatoes. So we're gonna put 2 cans of Del Monte. Store brand is fine, but these were on sale. So they were actually pretty close to this price of store brand. And then as a wild card this time, I'm gonna put diced tomatoes and green chilies in there. I almost don't want to do this because I can smell the green chilies from here. And I don't want to make it into a Mexican thing. Look at what we have here, a whole Instant Pot full of stuff. And kind of even it out, flatten it out a little bit. There we go. All right, so we're gonna put this in and we're gonna put it on 20 minutes at high pressure, the highest pressure that it will go to. Isn't that amazing? All that frozen stuff will be ready in 20 minutes. So, amazing. I'm gonna cook it and then I'm gonna try it and let you know what I think. Every soup is different. You know, every one I make, you know, different amounts. You know, one of them I might put 2 bags of peas in and, you know, whatever. But you get the idea. Okay, so let's let it cook and I'll come back in 20 minutes. Well, it's been an hour. Although the cooking was only 20 minutes, it had to warm up. You know, it had to reach the cooking temperature. I figured we'd open it together and take a look at it. I have not opened it yet. Okay, so here we go. And I take this divot out. The only reason I leave the divot in there is because I just want it to, I want the water to make the steam before, you know, it, so it doesn't burn. Take that divot out. Or also known as the metal thingy. It's got to be stirred up a little bit because you remember the bouillon cubes were on the bottom, and so, you know, all the vegetables need to be stirred up. Look at that. Big pieces of tomatoes in there. Now I should have put some more water in it. I only put 2 cups of water in it, but I really should have probably put like 3 because we had so many vegetables, but it's kind of hard to judge exactly. Now, this is so incredibly hot, I can't eat it right now. I still have my spoon left over from where I ate my blueberries. As they started to melt, they started to get messy, so I had to use a spoon. So what I eat this with is saltine crackers. And it actually smells really good. Really, I mean, obviously it smells like soup. But you know, when I was young, I used to take the soup and I would put it on the cracker like that and eat it off the cracker. I don't really do that anymore, but when I was young I did. Whoa, hot. It needs some salt. Now, had I had the 5 bouillon cubes like I'd originally planned, it wouldn't have needed any salt. Because bouillon cubes, a lot of it is salt. I love the tomato pieces that you get when you do it this way, using the stewed tomatoes. You have those big chunks of tomatoes. Yeah, like that. I should really grow my own tomatoes. You know, I could do that. I've often thought about growing my own food that I don't think the homeowners association would let me, so I'll need to win the lottery first, which is my plan, and then buy a house up in the mountains, and then I can do whatever I want. And then that soup will go into this bowl, and then after it cools down, I'll put it in the refrigerator and I'll eat on it for a few days. I have it all eaten by nightfall. No, I won't. That's a lot of soup. That's good. Nice. pour it in here. It's heavy. Like 20 pounds of soup here. Oh, man, that is super hot. Look at that. Can you imagine? All that soup. I'm overflowing with soup at this point. I can't really lift it up because I'll spill it. It'll slosh, and it is incredibly hot. It's like jet engine hot. The peas and the butter beans really make the soup, to me. Whatever you do, don't put a big piece of fat back or anything in here. It ruins the flavor of the vegetables. Just don't do it. So that's my soup I made today, and I hope you enjoyed joining me. And I'm gonna go eat my soup and let you get back to what you're doing.